For the last 2 days, Solana has been on an incredible run to the upside, but are we starting to lose momentum up here? What is happening to the Solana price and how much further can we expect to go before some sort of a pullback? So guys, in yesterday's episode when we were somewhere around here, I mentioned that when we are heading up in such an aggressive manner, we do not tend to go in exactly straight lines, and we do tend to find areas where we get a bit of resistance, as we did here, where we push up. And what is it that gives us those resistance? Tends to be key levels that in a bull market people are looking to offload at. Okay, so what we do then have to aid us in that is the Fibonacci retracement, and I talked about this yesterday where we were looking a bit on the overbought side. So actually it does look like potentially we could be due some sort of a bit of a cool off, but ultimately our price target still remains up here at $270. So let's just see whether there's going to be better opportunities to get in and buy than at the current price of $203. Now obviously a lot of things we're seeing in Solana as well as other cryptos is due to a push in the Bitcoin price, and if we draw the Fibonacci resistance on, we can see some interesting things unfolding. You can see that yesterday we came up perfectly to this level at $194 before then being rejected down perfectly to this level at $177. We then ripped up through, and now in my mind we are likely to see this line here, the 0.786, which is $194, being turned into support. As we know, previous lines of resistance become lines of support. So as long as we are remaining above this level of $194, which is literally just $9 below the current price, then things are looking extremely bullish for Solana, and we are literally one step away from hitting towards all-time highs of $215.9. Okay, so what I can see happening right now is if you look across the Bitcoin chart, Bitcoin is starting to lose a bit of momentum, and on the shorter term chart, which we're going to look at in a moment on Solana, we can see a bit of a pattern unfolding, which makes me think that we are going to take a revisit towards $194 before we see any continued price action to the next stage. And our next target, or next bullish target, will be $216 if we hold this $194. So when can we expect to see this retrace occurring? What you can see here, guys, is higher lows being put in on the 15-minute chart, and we did obviously have this push towards the upside. This could be showing us a number of different things, whether we've got some sort of rising type wedge here, which is ultimately sort of a bearish pattern, although they do have the ability to break to the upside. So if we do break below this line on the 15-minute chart, so at the moment that's anywhere sort of below around $203 and significantly break below the $253, then we will come down to $194. If we don't maintain support at $194, then we need to consider that our next level below that is down to $177. But it's all hanging in the balance with what is going on over in the Bitcoin chart at the moment. And what we can see actually happening right now is we are testing this lower level. So it would not surprise me if almost at the time of which I upload this video that we are going to take a push back towards the downside. Now the reason I kind of wanted to make this, guys, I don't think that anything hugely significant is going to be happening in the price right now, but what I want to bring to your attention is when we see these pumps like this, we all get super excited, and that's when we kind of have this huge FOMO and we think, I'm never going to be able to buy at that level again, and then we chuck loads of money at it, and we tend to do that at around this point. And then, as you know, when we buy at these points, we do tend to see these pushes back down towards the downside. Now, I don't think that's going to be anything significantly drastic right now, but I remember making Solana videos when we were on our way up here, and I remember around pretty much this point making a video saying that we were really overbought, and everyone was telling me that it was going to go to the moon, and we were going to continue forever towards the upside. And lo and behold, guys, that happened back on the 9th of September, which is, you know, about 6 weeks ago. So if you bought at that point, then you have also been sitting in the red for over 6 weeks, which is no place that anyone wants to find themselves. So basically, my point is, don't FOMO in when you have these huge kind of pumps to the upside. There's nothing wrong with perhaps waiting for it to consolidate and then watching it while it consolidates, whether it's going to take a bit of a dip back down. If it does continue to the upside, then there's always another day and there's always another trade that you can make. It might mean that you don't make perhaps the profits that you might have made before, but what is more important, guys, is the fact that you don't lose big sums like people do when they buy at the top. Because from the 9th of September, the price fell from $214 all the way down to $115. So you pretty much could have got it at half price if you'd waited perhaps an hour at the top to see that actually maybe it had found resistance and it was going to take a bit of a trip towards the downside. So make sure you're patient, guys. Always be waiting, and don't get emotional jumping into trades thinking that they're going to go to the moon, especially when you see the RSI looking like this, which is my biggest alarm bell right now for the Solana price. But ultimately, as I mentioned, still looking at a price target up here in time of $271. It won't happen overnight, so just be patient. Hope you have a good weekend, guys. Please hit the like button for the YouTube algorithm and subscribe if you are new to the channel. Thanks very much. Bye-bye.